Hello everyone, and today I'm here with a new game called Ark Survival Evolved. It is an open world game similar along the lines of DayZ. However, it does have a single player mode for those of us like me who prefer not to get, killed for our pants or things of that nature. But yeah, you start out, you make your character. I didn't really put a whole heck of a lot of effort here because I was just really testing it. But there is one downside. It is early access. It is not exactly optimized. But is it fun? You bet. You do need a decent graphics card at this point in development. This is like 3 days after it came out, so be aware. I'm sure like years down the road if you're watching this, it's probably optimized by now. But let's get into it a little bit more. Now when you first load in, depending on if you're in multiplayer or if you're playing local, I'm going to assume for the purpose of this you're playing local because that's all I've done. You're going to run into a bunch of creatures, namely dinosaurs, that you're going to originally go, I wonder if this thing's hostile. And as you can tell, it's usually safer to assume that they are in fact hostile. Considering I was like level 3 at that point, that was not a wise fight. But for those curious as to what the leveling up system is like, we shall get to that here. And yes, some of them are not hostile, like dodos. Dodos are cool, they give you hides pretty safely, as long as you have some form of weapon. But leveling up is kind of crucial, because that's your map by the way, so I hope you know how to read a map. Yeah, leveling up enables you to, as soon as I can find it, which I believe at the time I wasn't sure where it was, but I think it's right there on the bottom right, yeah. And you can choose any of these things to level up, but you gotta be careful, this is not a pause screen. And yeah, engram's basically what you can build. I don't know why I exited there, but what you can build. A campfire is good for nighttime. Hatchets are great because they can enable you to get flint. And I don't remember what all else from rocks. And of course, pants and shirts help you from getting hot and cold. And yes, hot and cold are a very, very real thing. If you sit in the water a lot, you're gonna get cold. If you sit out in the sun a lot, you're gonna get hot and dehydrated. You have to drink. You have to do, basically, you really are. You basically are trying to roleplay that you really are. And that was me not knowing that you hit E to gather that resource at the point. I thought that was a tree. But yeah, E gathers resources I had not realized at this point quite yet. But let's get to when I actually realized how to actually play the game, because that's more entertaining. Now you are going to have to gather a lot of resources, wood, thatch, a bunch of berries. If you will have to get food. Usually the easiest way is eating berries that you find, but berries do have a bit of side effects. Some of like stem berries dehydrate you further. Narc berries, I don't know if they have any effect on you. I know you can knock out dinosaurs with it, but beyond that, I'm not sure. But if you don't like resource gathering, survival games probably are not your prerogative anyway. So I guess that was kind of pointless to bring up. But yeah, there's a lot of that. And yeah, you can punch trees. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's slow. It hurts you, I believe, as a matter of fact, by looking on the bottom right. And by the way, you're Superman in this game, but you're like a gimped version of Superman. What I mean by that is, you can break rocks. It just takes you about 20 swings to do it. That's actually kind of awesome, but I'm guessing that's probably going to be changed at some point, but I thought that was a neat little thing. But playing in Ark Survival Evolved is a constant battle of survival. You're gonna have to fight, you're gonna have to run sometimes. Knowing when, and by the way, I'm imagining that's the stuff that blinds you. I've never actually gotten hit by that yet, but I'm imagining you probably don't want to get hit by that. I thought it was a nice little touch that even this early in the game that they do, or this early in development that they do have things that's, correct. And yeah. There is, in fact, defecation. And yeah, there's a button for it. And it's, I'm not quite sure why they decided to add that in. I'm guessing for realism's sake. But there are hidden dangers everywhere, namely in the water, which I'll get to here. Yes, we seriously just cut forward like 30 seconds. Swimming across a giant thing of water seems innocent enough. But there are things lurking in the deep, and they hurt like hell if they actually get to you. As you can tell, I wasn't really being very observant. And this. When I turn around, you're going to go, oh yeah, probably don't want to do that from now on. There's a giant freaking dinosaur down there. Did not know that at that point. I thought it was just going to be like fish. I saw eels or whatever that was. You can spear them in water. But yeah, you can cook meat. The system is a little awkward if you're not used to it. I'm not really getting into a tutorial thing right now. But yeah, there are some downsides. Namely, there are bugs. Obviously, this is an early release version I'm playing right now. Let me get that up for you here. But this is kind of to be expected in an early release. As you can tell, I was like, what the hell? Oh, hey, maybe if the developers see this video, they might actually be able to fix this. So, yay, I'm hopefully doing my part. Yeah, there are a few different places that I've noticed so far. I'm sure these will be, as I said, fixed as the game development goes on, but that was kind of not really game breaking, but still. Besides the bugs that are inevitably, hopefully going to be fixed, you have to keep in mind that if you notice something awry, like to my left over there is a dinosaur. I don't know what that's called. I'm not a paleontologist, but whatever that was running away. There's probably a very good reason for it. I was kind of blind and just wanted to go and see what all this technological hubbub was over here. I'm assuming that's the Ark over there. So in my hurry to actually go and get there, I kind of wandered into some place that is absolutely horrific. That is a raptor. Okay, that's not that bad. You killed it. What's so bad about it? What's so bad about it is what's coming up here in a minute. What's in areas can be completely different levels. For example, that raptor was level 8. Keep that in mind, level 8. Because I'm not going to cut forward, no. I'm in the same area, and in about 10-15 seconds, we're going to meet something completely different. And yes, I really, really wanted to investigate. I'm like, can I go up there? Is that a teleporter? You know, whatever. Of course, I think at the time I was also complaining at how am I hot it's raining, but... Oh, by the way, you hear that ominous music? That's bad. That's very bad. I don't know if that's like, there's something near you, you don't want to make noise, and I just kind of ignored it? Or if I just ticked everything off by killing their young? Or what happened here? But that's... yeah. Cue forward, and here we go. Yeah, that thing coming toward me, you don't want to mess with that, but you kind of have to, it's faster. That's a level 29 raptor. I don't know why it was level 29. I'm guessing the closer you get to that big giant arc, the higher level things are. And I was kind of trying to go toward, you know, in-game or what could constitute maybe as in-game. But when you die and you come back, you don't have anything. You start all over again. You still have your level 5, but you gotta start all over again. But that's pretty much standard. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully this helped you learn if you want to maybe give this game a shot or not. But if you'd like to help support the channel and help it grow, you may wish to like or even subscribe for easier access to future videos. And hopefully I shall see you later. Farewell, everyone.